Here's a table to help visualize the positive likelihood ratio. So you can see that at the top, there's a label that represents torn ACL. The numbers under the plus sign are the amount of patients that have actually torn their ACL after getting an MRI, and the number under the negative sign represents patients that do not have a torn ACL. On the left side, you can see the label that represents anterior drawer test, which is a test that predicts a torn ACL. The patients that are under the positive sign tested positive during the anterior drawer test. The patients under the negative sign did not test positive during the anterior drawer test. Now, looking at the top left corner, patients under the positive ACL and positive anterior drawer test are the true positives. On the box below, it shows that it is possible to have torn your ACL but not test positive on the anterior drawer test. There was one patient for this. On the top right corner, it shows that it is also possible to test positive on the anterior drawer test but not have a torn ACL. There were two patients for this. The bottom right box represents the true negatives, meaning they tested negative for the anterior drawer test and also did not have a torn ACL. This is the same visual as we just showed you, but there are now letters in the boxes to represent the variables in the equation next to it. This equation helps us find the positive likelihood ratio. We inserted the numbers from our patient population regarding torn ACLs and anterior drawer test into the equation to find the positive likelihood ratio that the anterior drawer test accurately determines that you have a torn ACL. The positive likelihood ratio was 8.4. If a positive likelihood ratio is between 5 and 10, this indicates that there is a moderate effect on increasing the probability of having a torn ACL given a positive anterior drawer test.